Hello, humans. It is me again, Fuzz. Yes. Yes. Hmm. So then. What should we do this time? Definitely dungeons, I think. I mean, that's what I was saying last time that I was going to be wanting to go do. Recently had an idea. Shader wise, I mean, there are a lot of green shaders. Oh. Well, this one's not bad actually, but it's like with strand weapons and all that, it's like what kind of shaders am I going to be using on them typically? Which ones am I going to favor? This actually looks very nice. Like when I thought about strand before it was released, I was under the impression it was going to be some kind of a poison subclass, which I didn't like the idea of, but I was like, oh well. At least when I saw this shader, I was like, hey, the name, the color, it all fits, especially if it ends up being green, that is. It's not, well, it's green, but it's not poison. But this still looks nice. I'll probably end up using it anyway, so I would assume. Yes. Don't know about that one. But the idea I had was, it's not this, but I just caught my attention for a moment. I'll just go to the one I was thinking of originally. This one, which I find I don't get to use on very many of my weaponry. I'm surprised it's got red on it at all. Huh. But this black armor shader, like, I found uses for almost all of them except for, I guess, well, because this one. And there may have been one or two pieces of gear that I've actually used this with, but I'm not sure. Similarly, I don't use this very often. Wow, this looks nice on this sniper. I mean, it's not very fitting to strand, but it looks very nice, I'd say. Huh. I wonder if it looks that nice on the rest of the weapons from this, from like the expansion stuff. What do the other ones look like? Well, that's not bad either. This one I find is just a bit too bright colored. I probably would have made use of this on something already, but I don't like how brightly colored it is. You could say that this is pretty brightly colored too, but like, there's a difference between being red and being just straight up white. It's not like I dislike white in general, it's just not typically my style. I think I'll keep it with this one though for now. I mean, as of this expansion, there's a lot of strand weapons. A lot more than I expected. Oh no. I see, so that's going to be the issue with these weapons. The really cool part of the weapon cannot be shader changed, which in some ways is not bad for void and arc weapons. For a solar or a strand weapon, it puts me in a bit of a bind, you see. Wait, is that what I already had on it? Yeah, it is. This is a strand weapon, so if I was going to try to put something green-esque on it... Oh, that looks kind of nice. Perhaps it's just because of how eccentric this this shader is in general, but it's nice. Huh. This has actually kind of an interesting look to it, if you ask me, with this weapon. The way it's acting on the gun's metal, I like that. I like that look quite a bit. That's very nice. I wonder what other guns it gives that kind of effect to. For strand, this might actually do. Though I was typically using this shader for things that had like the what was it called? The adaptive munitions. And if the color scheme even partly fit, I was like, okay, it partially fits, and then a color scheme with a visual effect that changes between colors that isn't necessarily the weapons element. It was just an idea. And it seemed to work for a time. This one might do too. Probably not this one. I like green, but maybe not this kind of green. It's like veering on yellow. That one's not bad. Looks very nice with these kind of weapons, it looks like. Fitting, I suppose. Seeing as how the original weapons that had a similar-ish structure design had this shader from what I'm aware of. Ooh. Oh, that's an interesting look it's given it. I'm not sure if Techno Fusion... Well, there's a little bit of purple I can see. I was like, I don't see it making use of any of its purple. It's just applied itself very nicely. It was surprising. How about this one? No, kinda didn't think so. Nope. Not bad, but I'm gonna say nope. Meh. Nope. Too odd as far as that green goes. I guess at least it looks nice. I would assume that I would just end up going with this or one of the other ones that I found that weren't bad. That wasn't bad against, or not against, I mean like with this. Or I guess against the defiance of this glow. This actually looks kind of nice with this one. The dark plus the not straight bloody bright white. I mean, like, I don't dislike wielding this. If this had an ornament, I'd probably use it. Then again, it's not like... It's like this. Like, respectively, when I'm on the internet and use things, I use dark mode. I don't use light mode. How about you? Do you use light mode? To be fair, if you didn't even bother to look into it for changing it or just didn't care, then I kind of get it if you just happen to use light mode at that point, because that's what the default is, I think. Though I'm starting to wonder if the default might be changing. Oh no, must have just been one system I saw that for some reason its default seemingly was not light mode. I was surprised, even though it fits with my, I guess, personal preference, but it was odd to say the least. Anyways, as far as what we were going to be doing this time, we did the strikes. This stuff's a pain to try to go do. This one, well, it could be done right now, but you have to get a better score or a good score. My teammates would probably be trying to fight for it too, so perhaps it wouldn't be that bad. Though I wanted to go do dungeon stuff, yes. And I haven't been into this dungeon in a while, so let's just cut to the chase and head on. Ooh. Wait, I'm not gonna be able to... Wait, they have a surge for this now. That's different. These didn't have things like that before. Wait, doesn't that mean this is gonna be like way easier? No, but because the potency of the difficulty will feel higher, won't it? Plus, and right now I can't even be that power, I think. With a 30 power bonus I could. What the heck? Overcharged weapons. Overcharged sniper rifle. Strand surge, solar surge. So I'm assuming with what Bungie was telling us about in one of their update notes, I guess before the expansion hit, or when the expansion hit, I guess, whichever it was, and they were saying things don't stack, they meant just these, and I guess whatever these overcharged, yeah, the overcharged weapons. But for some reason, they thought it was funny to call these solar weapon surge, arc weapon surge, kinetic weapon surge, but they can stack on itself. But I don't know if they conflict or combo with the activity search, for instance, that I was just looking at. With something like this, say I put like 3 or even 1 strand search on my pants, and I went into activity like this. Will this take like priority? Will this just override the other one? Or will they stack on top of each other? Or maybe if you equip enough of these strand ones, it'll be higher than this, and then it'll override this. Or probably the least reasonable one, where the pants one just overrides this. And then, I don't know, equipping 1 doesn't be stronger than this. Equipping 2 doesn't be stronger than this. But equipping 3 maybe, or maybe not. If my older brother's numbers that he told me about for the pants is correct, 3 wouldn't be as strong as this. So if the pants overrides this, you're sabotaging yourself by equipping those in an activity with this already in place. I assume they would just go with whatever's highest if they do not stack. But why would you have a system like this with these, and they don't stack with each other? They can't, if they overlap, they just, only one happens. You only get the 25% once for whatever piece of gear it was. And then this, it's not just 1. You can stack it. It's not 25 for this one. It's, I don't know, some fandangled figure that they imagined and just stuck it on there and then called it a surge as if they thought that would be funny. Perhaps I can test this actually right now. Yes, because I'm going into the... Wait, I'm not going into the hard one though. Like heck, I'll be able to beat the hard one. Actually, I wonder if I'll even be able to hurt these guys. I'll be back to being... I'll be 30 power under. I won't be 50 power under. I guess let's give it a whirl. Should I test it in a really weird and dynamic way, or should I just go for it regularly? Oh no, this is a... When they said you're kinetic, would this count? Probably no, because it's a type of energy. Just like this. Yeah, no. This isn't even supposed to be here, it's just there because. Anything I can equip otherwise. What kind of singes was it? It was solar. Okay. I see how it is. Let's do this. Just as soon as I figure out what I'm going to use for my heavy. Quick. The phone will be useful. Yes. Maybe instead of working out some like superior plan, I'm just gonna go in there first and actually see if I can hurt anyone. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is kinetic. Shoot. Sacrifice my stats for the sake of testing it. I guess I'll have to do. But then first, I don't want this on immediately. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense to have equipped first. I have less mobility, but this is just for the sake of the test. They need another solar weapon. Wait a minute. Do they not have any threats for this? Well, they were awfully kind. Especially, they even give us one of these. Not that it really matters in this case, I'd say. If I want to match... It's not going to match the surge and the overcharge. It's going to be overcharge paired with pants or surge. Surging pants. What the heck? This just sounds weird. Oh well. Yeah. In we go. This doesn't lock your gear. That'd be ridiculous. Okay. While I'm flying, I'll look to see if there's a solar weapon that seems reasonable. Landing already, I hear. Yes. Guess the linear fusion will do. Do I already have... Oh,
good.
yes.
We have only a brief window of opportunity.
It's already got bait and switch on it, so it should be potent. And lower power. Do I fuse it or not? Are there void shields? There's void shields. I'll keep you equipped. I think that is reasonable. Kinetic, solar. Well, that won't matter. That can't be helped. Okay. Here we go.
The darkness is thick here.
Yeah, and so is Callus, it
Coalesced
seems.
inside this effigy of Emperor
What an
Callus.
idiot.
It is tethered to his very mind. I have snared that thread, caught it between my fingers and woven it into a tapestry. One that I can weave you into. Enter Callus's consciousness. Use this opportunity to steal his darkest secrets from him. Now go. Time is of the essence. I will be with you from afar.
We may not have Hive on our side, but we do have two who have experience with the Hive. Hopefully we get more stories with Eris. She's an interesting character.
What you feel may seem like reality, but it is not the one you know.
Who do I not
Your
want more
mind
stories
now
with?
stretches across
I guess
a vast
Anna.
gulf. The
Yeah, not really
wildest
interested.
world is born of Callus's thoughts. It is no less dangerous than physical reality.
Wait, why is Wishender taking 3 shots to break that? Is it because I'm underpowered? Did they up how much you need to damage the bell? They better not. That could be problematic. So the goal is to see my damage initially, then my damage with the surge, then give myself another surge to see if there's any difference. Okay. Can I hurt you? Yes, I can.
The imprint of Callus's
My kind
consciousness
of damage test is going to be
fractured,
kind of weird.
straining, as if
Oh,
Callus's mind is at war with
13,300 something.
All my history
Now to get Surge.
from humble beginnings to my rise as emperor is an ancient tradition of our people.
Ooh, back off, punk.
Callus? No,
Okay.
not Callus.
Oh,
An echo of him.
wait a minute.
This is a
Do I not have any
revelation
surges
of time
equipped?
since past.
It is not saying anything about it. Like, it's not saying that it's showing it go down, but it's not saying anything about it. I need to headshot a dog. There.
Just as majestic.
Dang it. Oh, goody. You showed up just in... Dang it.
Experiencing echoes of Callus's
Whoops.
personal torment. Glimpses into his
That's the
past
wrong
which may
surge. That's why
provide
it's going down.
insight to
Why
the
does it not
future.
say it?
I must focus to maintain your
It's
connection
depleting,
to
but it
this
doesn't even
landscape.
say it.
From here,
Prospectively, if I
you
swap
must
this
navigate these memories on your own.
to like stasis, it still doesn't say it. Why does it not say it? UI issues? Bungie? Kinetic weapon. At least I know that, hey, it actually says it for this one. Wait a minute, so if I had my solar weapon equipped and then, well, it's not going to show it now. I'll try that after. Boom! How to test this? Scions. I'm gonna die trying this, aren't I? Hey, why did my jump not take me any higher? Okay, Just need to be able to see us. 7,200. Whoops. Just stay still. So it stacks on top of itself. How do I test to make sure that the other one is accurate, though? First, I will, if I do that, I'll alter my power, so I need to be careful. I'll just unequip this. It was 7,000, then went up to 8,000. Then from there, what I'm going to do is just equip this. Now this should no longer have the other thing. That might not do anything, though, because it's got the modifier, the things that have attributes like this. Wait, but it's intrinsically barrier, so it might work. Okay. Alright, Scion, it's time to die. I'm gonna get him in the head if I shoot that guy. Oh, wait! Fine then. If you want to die that badly, I can help. Just an arrow to the noggin is all it takes. That did significantly less. Wowzers! That. Okay, 7,025. Wait a minute, 25% up shouldn't be that much more damage. Am I missing something? It went up more like by half of its damage. It went up by 50%. Wait, why did it go up by 50%? Has Bungie messed up? Roughly 50%, not dead on or anything like that. I'm just roughly calculating numbers going off like the two top-ish digits of what I'm seeing. Mainly just the top digit that I'm observing. How odd. Wait, then how much would it go up from just this? I'm very curious at this point. Pew! Pew! And pew! Is it just me or that bell take less damage too? I wasn't even overcharged yet. Oh, actually that would make sense because I'm not, crap, that's actually gonna be a pain. How am I gonna make an orb like this? How many enemies are over there? 1, 2. I need to kill them with my grenade or melee. But they're both standing right next to each other. This'll do. 7,000. The problem is I don't remember what the other guys were taking. I know they had one-shot him though. $6,000. It's 11,000. Dang it. I couldn't even see the numbers because it was blotted out by the light. That's 10,000. You've got to be kidding me. Again! Stand still. Oh no. 7,000. I have too many armor charge. And this final blow might actually ruin the test. 7,000. This is just with the surge from the pants. Wait for it to wear off, then jump the guys down there. I need to be careful so I don't die. I'm doing surprisingly well for someone who's 30 power under, but it looks like they give you modifiers that would make this potentially a lot more doable than I'd expect. It might be easier than it would have been like before. Like, soloing the master versions of the dungeon did not seem like a very comfortable idea. But now it's looking like it would be quite the amusing little endeavor. $6,000. 6,000 to go up to, what, 7,000? Oh, that's significantly less. Hold on a moment. It did 6,300 roughly. So if I just switch to this... Okay, so whatever this is stronger than 1. And it stacks with itself. Well, not with itself. It looks like what they were trying to say is that these modifiers, the solar surge, the strand surge, and the overcharge, I think it's... Oh dear, how can I test if the overcharge... Can I test if the overcharge counts? Right now, the glaive should be under those effects. It's stronger because of the overcharge and the, and the... It's not the threat, the surge. So then, if I shoot one guy and then go and take off my, the thing that's making this weapon overcharged, if they do the same, then it's just like what they're saying, it doesn't stack. Time to find out. Phew. 14,000. Oh dear. Don't hurt me, please. I'm testing things. Have at me, fools! Or actually, maybe don't. I'm just gonna... Hello there. 14,000? 14,000. It looks roughly the same. I don't remember if it was 14,000 with a 100 or if it was 14,000 with more than 100. Just have to remember it for when I encounter some more peasants. Destroying a tangle with a strand weapon suspends targets. Nope. Greatly improves the benefits of all these. Nope. Yes. Ooh. What an odd perk. I mean, this one would be useful for the raid, assuming we use different supers. I can change it when the time comes. Okay, so now all I gotta do is go out and, well, oh, I've got full glaive ammo, so it's fine. I'll go out and blast him. Yo-ho, how are you? Well, that did a lot of damage. 40,000. I mean, never mind they killed me. I did 40,000 with a single shot. You know what? I'd wager this is somewhat doable, even at my power level. Which is kind of ridiculous, Can I get the pinnacle rewards twice on the same character if I do it on the different difficulties? I get the feeling Bungie would say no. No, you cannot. Of course they would. They wouldn't want anything that amazing. Were those... Were those Cabal guys yellow bars? I might be able to check with the glaive shot against these guys down here. Also, the buff from the pants, the surge from the pants, it is, for some reason, it looked like it was not applying its damage to things like this bell, for instance, but simply changing my subclass, and now I'm doing more damage to the bell with Wishender. However, it still seems I need to shoot it 3 times, which is annoying.
This is not what I anticipated. The imprint of Callus's consciousness is fractured, straining, as if Callus's mind is at war with itself.
Kaboom.
All my history is etched here, from humble beginnings to my rise as Emperor. It's an ancient tradition of our people.
Well, those dogs, like, decide to go around, and then the other ones are just, like, well, wait until he's not expecting it. And then we jump him from around the corner. Again, with more feeling, this time.
My bell of conquest is so grand, because I have lived a grand life. One day, my daughter, yours will be just as majestic.
If it stacks, that's very nice. I'd be better off putting the surge to something like my void machine gun.
This is not what I anticipated.
Just to make sure
The imprint
that
of
it's getting
Callus's
powerful
consciousness
as well.
is fractured,
You?
straining,
Oh
as
wow,
if
that killed him.
Callus's mind is at war
Oh wow,
with
that killed him as
itself.
well. I'll take this, thank you very much.
From humble beginnings to my rise as Emperor, is an ancient tradition of our people.
Hello there.
No, not Callus, but an echo of him. This is a recollection of a time since past.
14,000. Shoot, what was it?
Conquest is
It's higher.
because I
Is it just me or is it higher? It looks like it's slightly higher.
one day, my daughter,
Maybe it's because I'm closer?
will be just as majestic.
Wait, now it's less.
You are
Why was it
experiencing
less against
echoes
them?
of Callus's personal torment.
Bungie?
Glimpses
What the heck
into
is
his
wrong with
past
you?
Which may provide insight to the future.
Why is it less now?
Focus to maintain your connection to this mindscape.
Oi, what happened?
Here, you must navigate these memories on your own.
Does me having that, the strand, that shouldn't make this weaker. No, wait, that was stronger there. Oh, a yellow bar. Wait, no, that one was weaker. What the heck? Does having this surge somehow interfere with what's happening with my glaive? Why? Perspectively, if I was to put, I guess, another one on. Why was its shots weaker? That's not going to work. Whoa. Hi there. Whoops. It did less, and I didn't have it triggered yet. So Bungie's just having issues right now. Oh. Was ambush triggered when I was getting the higher number? Never mind then, but that confuses the matter a little bit. Right now it should have both the modifiers on. Crap, but that time where I shot him, it must have been triggered. Otherwise it would have been even less. Q. 17,000. Wait, why was that on 4? Bungie? Well, this is just gonna go swimmingly for me. Maybe a little too swimmingly. Ooh. Boy. Whoa. There's a guy I missed, but oh well. Too bad, I guess. Missed one peasant.
Is the mighty
Not that big a deal.
great a coward to kneel down and take my head from my shoulders?
Hello.
I am as you made me, and I will kill you were it my choice. But it is not. Kaido stain my blade.
The other guy could see me, that's very annoying. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Then this one, I'm just going to unequip. Well, actually, I should put this on.
I am as you made me, and I will kill you were it my
Gall?
choice.
Gall?
But it is not.
It's not Gall, okay, no.
Kaido stained my blade. Remember that.
Okay. This time, instead of testing, I'm aiming to win. Though I might want to change the pants that I'm using. I mean, this one's nice and all, but... No, maybe it'll be fine, actually.
This is not what I anticipated. The imprint of Callus's consciousness is fractured, straining, as if Callus's mind is at war with itself.
All my history is etched here. From humble beginnings to my rise as emperor. It is an ancient tradition of our people.
Callus? No, not Callus, but an echo of him. This is a recollection of a time since past.
My bell of conquest is so grand.
Whoops.
Because I have lived a grand life. One day, my daughter, yours will be just as majestic.
You are are experiencing echoes of Callus's personal torment. Glimpses into his past which may provide insight to the future. I must focus to maintain your connection to this mindscape. From here, you must navigate these memories on your own.
That was a bit of a tough one, but I managed to pull through. Solar Singe as well, so I could use solar instead if I want to. Whoa. Careful now. I don't want to die. I shall leave these guys. They're unimportant. And I've died, I think, enough times here. Unfortunately, in this dungeon, there's a lot of needing to run past certain enemies. But in this case, it's not necessary. It's just me choosing to. Because I don't really want to stick around to deal with them.
Exile is the mighty goal. Too great a coward to kneel down and take my head.
I'll be a little bit more careful with these two of these buff guys being there.
I am as you may
Snipers.
think, and I would kill you were it my choice. But it is not.
Dang it.
Kaito stayed my blade.
Whee!
Remember that.
I think just running out there guns blazing is a terrible idea. Dang it. Oh, come on, Bungie. Why is there a spot that I got stuck on the wall? Oh, I like tried to dodge and I realized I was like, oh, I can't even move actually. It's not like that I can't dodge. Well, it's not only that I couldn't dodge, more like it's what I mean. How bloody annoying. And that's that, Bungie. But you didn't expect someone who was 30 power or under to come in here and, well, be successful. But it looks like it's going pretty well so far.
I seek a hive, Commander. For those are not so ready.
Here we go. Here's where things get tough.
So unmade.
Why does it feel like I've been hit by something that was inside here with me? Okay, how much time do I have left? About 40-ish seconds, sort of. Not really, but almost. Well, what I don't have sorted out right now is my plan for damage. Time to move. It would be up here. Yo-ho! How you doing? I'll take that. Chalice and Sun. How is this going in? I would definitely want to do Sun first, I think. Oh dear. I'm confused as to how or what was behind me. Something else was behind me again. Oh well. Yeah, that is the one problem. What am I going to do for damage when I eventually get to... I can't go ham on him with a sword. Not in this scenario, no. This would get the bonus as well. I can justify it because Wishender seems to be able to deal with the barrier not champions, the barrier punks in this scenario just fine. But then I'm lesser power. Well, it's no higher than this, so yes, I can get rid of it without a concern. Okay, then with that, I suppose I should figure out this now. Do I want to use this, or should I figure out to use something else? This would be very good for damage. That, and I could actually... I cannot equip another one. I almost can. I mean, this will let me shoot faster, which is nice. Not shoot... Well, for Wishender, it technically will. This is lower power as well. Though I can fix that. Why is it saying this now? I'm no higher power than I was yesterday. What are you on about, Bungie? Guess I probably just had to equip it. Using Strand. Survivability is nice. But all in all, the best thing I could... Why is it put that way? The best thing I could wear for myself right about now is almost certainly the Star Eater scales. Extra mobility. Ooh. Wait a minute, I can afford to not have that. Very nice indeed. Okay then. How do I want to play this? Either give 2 for Wish Ender so I can be even more vicious, or more to the solar weapons. I think 1 for each is a good idea. Yes. On top of this, there's also the idea of not using Strand, but I do want to use it. So I'll probably just let it be at that. If my understanding is correct, the grenade itself can kill targets, but it won't count. Me having this is pointless. So then, causing damage with a grenade, no, causing damage with a melee reduces grenade. Yes. Yes, this is also completely pointless for... Wait, is it? Maybe it increases its distance. I don't know. I think it's going to be hard to tell, but might as well give it a whirl. Is there anything else I can do? Your low power... I could fuse it to that, but then... Yeah, I suppose that's what I'm going to do. I cannot fuse it to that. It is not what I'm going to do. I can't fuse anything to anything. Let's hope that that little bit of lower power does not feel notable. Whoops. It begins! Wee. Well, that's very bad. Ew. Got that. I wanted to melee, but then I picked up the Strand Tangle, you see. Which was also part of my plan. Except, for some reason I didn't equate for how I wouldn't be able to do the melee and pick up the orb at the same time. So then I just ended up picking up the orb, and then looking at the enemies who were there. Like, oh, you guys, maybe give me some space. I'm still thinking this one too. Okay, Bungie, that is not acceptable. No scams, no way. That's not fair. That's not reasonable. Ridiculous. Infuriating. Wait a minute. No, there's no way. I was just thinking about what they were saying. With the... Like, when there's like an elemental surge, and then you have your subclass match it, it gives it to your kinetic as well. I was like, does it work that way with the pants one? And I was like, probably no. I don't think so. They have a kinetic one there, so very, 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 no. No, just no. I'm not even going to investigate it. No one there. He's dead. He's dead. Nope. Well, the little peasants are the ones who killed me this time, which is kind of annoying. I don't have a way to kill them off fast enough. I don't have a way to just rapidly heal, which was my issue back in the season when I was contemplating. I was like, My Void Hunter has a way to get around things. He can heal viciously while running through and fighting off guys. My Arc guy, he can also do that. My, they aren't down here. And my Stasis Hunter, I also gave him a way to be able to survive, essentially. What? Why? Okay, so that's what's gonna be happening in the dungeon, huh, Bungie? Just gonna make the strand cancel for no reason. No, you don't. I'm not going down like that. But I'm not gonna make it. Took too long, I would say somehow, but it's just, I feel like it's just been a while since I've done this dungeon is all. When running this dungeon before, what was my difficulty? Sometimes dying by the snipers, dying during boss damage because of his minions. What else? Are you kidding me? What's the point of the high jump if it doesn't let you jump over things like that? Just so you can reach higher places? Why would you make an entire different jump where you have to choose one or the other just for essentially utility and that's it? Nope, didn't let me pick up the orbs. Where even are they? Did it even drop any? No, not this time. Because, I don't know, Bungie didn't feel like it. Hopefully we don't get a whole bunch of losses like this. So far though, it doesn't feel like the, it feels like the regular one. Yeah, so far it feels like the regular one. It doesn't feel like it's harder. If I was actually on the power level, this would be even easier. Well, that was a miss and a half. Oh, more of you. Dang it. Ooh. Oh, okay, that's both of them. And then, oh, well, not one shot by a sniper, but that is the kind of issues I'd be having with the snipers normally, I think. It's like just minding my own business, getting pelted by two lunatics off of them with poles. And again, you there! Kaboom! And then lastly, but not least, knowing whether or not the guys are over in the right location or whether if they're like not. Yeah. Yeah. Hi there. Hopefully this breaks it in one. Yes! You're dead. You're dead. Oh, where you going? You're dead. War Beast and Axe. Axe first. No, it's War Beast first is the one that handle. Pop. Also, these. Unacceptable. Need to have better consistency, Bungie. If they explode in hard activities, you better make them explode in not hard activities. I mean, how the heck else am I supposed to be prepared for these things if one moment they blow up and the next moment they actually don't? Okay, that guy like rushed out there kind of weird, like if you ask me. Ah, that's so nice. Okay, the unstoppable champion is there. I have a surprise from this time. If I do end up making it to the next encounter, I think I know what I want to use in that one. But then again, starter skills would be great there too. Yeah, well, let's see how well I handle the Golron room. With... actually, it should work out just nicely, I hope. Back off, peasant. I have places to be. Hello there. He's taking a lot more shots than he would normally. Oh dear. Okay, I am not confident that that's going to work very well now. Oh dear. Nope. All it takes is you to get lifted off the ground for a moment and it just gets ruined. Well, the Super's grapple physics are kind of odd. But, I'm getting the hang of this, of doing this again. Smack him, except this time. Okay, no, I'm just gonna bomb these guys. Grab this. Where do I want to go? I'll go over to the other side this time. Very dangerous, but oh well. Sometimes you just can't help it. I'll take that. Did I just get hit by something that shouldn't have been able to see me? Oh. No, it's even worse than that. One of these guys doesn't appear to be paying attention. Looks like I've got plenty of time, though. That's how it's supposed to go. Bungie, where's my extra damage? Bungie, again, where's my extra damage? I hit him twice, and it only did... It only did it twice. Well, I should have been hit 6 times. I had time, but I'll just use the glaive. Yes, you're dead. I missed. I missed again. And again. And again. This needs to stop. You're dead. And so are you. Not an advantageous location. One, two, three, four. Nice. Okay. That did damage with a delay. That was concerning. Feast of Light 2. For the Gaurons, it looks like it's going to have to specifically be... Wish under Pride, not the glaive this time around. On this harder difficulty, it actually looks like they're able to take it. That's a bit concerning. If it was one of my better, well, one of my stronger... if it was one of the exotic glaives, it may have been able to handle it just fine. Boy. That's the end of you, sir. Oh, you're not gonna come out and play? Fine then. I'll just leave. Okay, I'm just gonna do this because I don't want to die. Well, that's doing a lot of damage to them. If my understanding is correct, Golem's gonna have a problem. I'm gonna have a problem in a moment. Bungie, why is it deactivate on them? That is not fair at all. That is so messed up. I have no clue what to say. Why is it breaking on them? It's like not working. Strand, it would have been a great choice for this. Until Bungie, like, tampered with the code and was like, no. We can't have that work here. And creates a new subclass. And they're just quivering in fear. Imagine if we let them, like, actually use it. Could you imagine, like, how easy things would be? It would be terrible. No, we can't let it work. Okay, there I think it got cut off by the floor. But the other time, no. What did it get cut off by? The air? Because yes, there is air in the way. But it's never stopped it before. You're standing right next to me. I see. I am somewhere that I've never stood before. Maybe this is a good sign. I'm making progress in a way that I never wanted to. At least not in this scenario. I wonder if it would have protected me from the snipers. Maybe it's not a bad spot after all. Though it leaves me as a standing, I guess, display for everything else with a gun to see. There's none of them over here. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any of them over here either. Wait. Hello. What? Where was he? That is the other issue with this encounter. When you go into these rooms, sometimes they're like in the wall waiting for you to like greet their dogs, and then they like emerge. Or even worse, sometimes they don't emerge at all. And then you've run out of time. Which I see you still haven't fixed, Bungie, with like how they like to emerge from the walls sometimes. Why is there a new legendary adventure available? Whoops. Missed. Does it always take that long to pick up these standards? Why is he hiding? Another issue with this encounter. Enemies that hide in general. Have no place on the battlefield in this scenario. Okay, it looks like in activities like this, if you... Well, I'm not sure. That time I may have just disconnected naturally. Nope. That's just ridiculous. Partly my own fault, but still ridiculous. Only using this high jump so that I can actually grapple again from being in midair. I would have used the triple jump, but it bugs out with Strand. Or like with the way Strand is supposed to work. And then doesn't work properly. It doesn't like... It doesn't refund you your jump, it refunds you half of your jump. This will probably take a little bit. Bear with me. At least it's more interesting than going to do Gambit. In some ways. I'm a little bit amazed that they're only doing this much though. Like they're not, it's really not that bad. I'm 30 power, in fact now I'm more than 30 power under. See, the melee ability doesn't want to go chain to everyone in the neighborhood anymore. It used to. Why is it like cheaping out on me? Oh, and this guy brave. Why? What Ghost? Why are we out there? Ghost? I mean, forget about that guy. I guess Ghost was way more brave. He's like, I'll bring you here. Brave because you don't care about the enemies, and even more brave that you dare to try to res me in a place like that. Ouch. This dog did not get caught. Nope. gosh, why is he hiding? And I won't make it. Because of that. He ran off to a corner and, like, looked like he was crying himself to sleep. You got to see firsthand what I was talking about. What I'm trying to think of any game. Like, I've seen games where enemies are designed to run away under certain conditions. I've seen that. If you want to see something, well, actually, maybe I'll save that for if I play the game on recording. Yeah, it'll probably be more amusing to bring it up then. Played the game like through like more than twice. Talking about a Legend of Zelda game. It's just a little, I guess, sort of Easter egg-ish thing, which I'm assuming most people would not know about unless they tried it against a certain enemy. You can get a very, very funny reaction out of a certain enemy if you do something to them. And I mean, like, I'm talking about Wind Waker specifically. Like, it's not the only enemy you can get funny reactions out of. But this reaction specifically, never, like, in all the times I've played the game through, I'd never seen it before. Just one of the times I was watching my older brother playing it through, I witnessed something hilarious. That was to be probably the funniest thing I've seen in a game that I'd already beaten and didn't know it had in it. But something like that, and I guess as with context clues, it involves the enemy running or something along those lines. Yeah, a scenario like that, I get it. It makes sense why he'd be running away. But otherwise, it does not make any sense in a game like this for the enemy to suddenly be running away. Halo is a good example of a game where the enemy would run away. You know why they're running away? They're actually scared. You know what the Scion's running away for? He runs away because, I don't know, the way I spoke of it before made it sound like he may have been scared, but I have no clue why he would run away. Do these guys look scared to you? They don't to me. Hello. Oh, he survived because I think Mishinder potentially chose to not do part of its damage that it was supposed to. Here they come. Oh, I missed. Uh-oh. Bad dog. Maybe I should use this in the Gold Run room. At that point, I wish I had my machine gun. That might actually be a better choice in a moment. Oh dear. Dodge. Quit hiding behind your friend. That is so annoying. And I'm out of there. jump on this guy. Uh-oh. That's the end of you. Ah, brilliant. I have a feeling one of those clowns is trying to approach. But he got bombed, I think, before it could happen? I don't know. The Scions. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Hello, Connor. Look at this. So, I have, this is the master one. Now, what I want you to see is, look at this. This is what they've given to us for master dungeons now. Notice how there's no threat? They just gave us buffs for some reason. On the hard version of it. Right now, this doesn't feel like I'm doing this, and I'm 30 power plus under.
Yeah, there's no, what is it? There's, isn't it like a cute surge or burn or whatever? It just surges.
Like, I'm...
Overcharged sniper, overcharged weapons.
But that's only for me. That's, like, not for the enemies.
That's what I was just saying
Yeah.
about the surges. Like, there's like this one, like a cute something burn.
Now, well, not anymore. I think that's been removed.
But they don't have, but they're not putting.
Yeah, I think that's been removed entirely now. My point is that there's no threat, which is the new thing to tell you about what the enemies have instead. There's, yeah. The burns, or the singe as it was being called. There was the acute burn or acute singe. That one's been removed. Yeah, that one's been removed. I was wondering what Ghost was looking at. He's looking at something up there. Yeah. But essentially, there are two surges, and then there's the overcharged. I was doing a little bit of testing considering I had the chance, and I was gonna go in here. So the surge and the overcharge, I don't think they stack, as Bungie was saying. However, they weirdly enough called these buffs surges.
Yeah.
These stack. They stack with this.
I suppose I wouldn't usually have played the not, but
Well, when you get told that surges don't stack with overcharge, and, well, it stacks, from what I can tell. I guess my tests only really prove... I guess my test only really proves that it stacks with the surges that are like activity based. My test does not really prove whether or not it stacks with the overcharge, unfortunately. From what I could tell, it looks like the surge from the activity and the overcharge do not stack. But it was a little weird because while I was testing with the glaive. And then its ambush, I think, was kind of weirding the numbers a few times. But I couldn't figure out initially why it was, and that's dangerous. I'm going to move that. But, yeah. I don't know what we're going to do for dinner, but I was talking to Xavier. I was like, we've been, like, pizza having, like, so many times at this point. And, like, I am, unfortunately. Though, if I wake up at 7, it should be possible that we get pizza again, if we do choose to. I mean, we have the money. I got paid. That being said, I need to use that money wisely, otherwise it's going to take a longer time to upgrade this set to something useful. Oh, he's dead. Oh. Oh, what the heck? That's odd. I'm just gonna refresh this. Despite this being on the master difficulty, what I was getting at is I'm like 30 plus power under right now.
So you'll need to be very careful about what you get hit by.
Actually, No. For some reason, this feels about as much as this feels normal. It's for as long like it's been a while since I've been in this dungeon, but just coming in here, the enemies don't feel stronger on this difficulty. Like it feels, if I was to compare it to what I think, it feels like I'm not underpowered at all. In fact, my damage feels like I'm not underpowered at all. Their damage feels like I'm not underpowered at all. If
So only talking about the damage that you give because there isn't a modifier saying that you take this in and then you take your power. So the only place where you would feel it should be in the damage they're dealing. For the most part. But
like I
you're
am,
not feeling it.
yeah, I think I am.
You would feel it if you went into the normal one after this, but
Yeah, probably because I'd be not only would it supposed to be easier, but also I would be on the power to be able to do it normally. Like with how easy this feels almost,
it's more like you're used to.
I'm hurting them way more. To be fair, it's probably because of these buffs they've been giving us.
Surge your wish and you're automatically getting buffed.
But they're also not hurting me quite as much as I expected.
So
Like I said, the amount that they're hurting me, for a master version, that's like almost the amount I would expect them to hurt me if I was the power or higher.
it's kind of weird.
That's what's weird to me. This guy should be like 2 shots from this guy probably should have killed me. This potentially should have killed me. You saw how much that did? That was pathetic. Well, he's hurting me now, so I'm not gonna just stand there and die. But I would expect the Scion to get close to doing that on a master version.
I feel like you're talking about a grand match.
God. A master difficulty activity and you're under power? Yeah, I don't know if you know, but that's almost exactly what a Grandmaster is. It's almost just the Master one, but it forces you to be underpowered. I'm not sure if it is actually any different than that. It might just be that. With maybe more modifiers. I don't really have something for damage set up aside from my super, so I'm guessing I have to see how it goes with Strand. Yeah. Did I already handle one side? No. I mean, like, aside from my super, I haven't gotten to do damage phase yet. This is gonna be it, and unless these Golrons kill me, which that is one thing I've noticed. That is the only thing I've noticed so far. For some reason, when I was trying to glaive them, it wasn't going as well. So I resorted quickly to shooting them again.
I have a feeling
Well, yes, but I have a buff. Like I have the close to melee. No, after I shoot someone dead, it does, and I did that to one of the Golrons and proceeded to go meleeing the other one, which it didn't work as well as I expected. Like after I saw the Golron's damage to me, I was like, nope. If I take another hit from him, I'm dead.
I wonder how fast Excalibur would get.
Probably a bit better. No singe. No surge, yeah.
That would be the problem. But if I got the surge,
Yeah. So, throughout the day, if you see Xavier, maybe go see Xavier at some point throughout the day, actually. You can discuss with him whether you think pizza tonight or no. Indeed. To be fair, I do plan on us, or more like on changing how dinner is being done, but not exactly right now, because as it is right now in life, it feels like, oh, like I got stuck for a moment. It feels kind of, I don't know, pressed for time. It feels, I want to say I feel like when we finally move, which should be sort of soon, sort of not, then we'd change it, but I don't want to wait for like 2-ish months, like, oh, I kind of do actually. I like pizza, but you get my point.
at a certain point, I was making dinner seemingly like balls.
Yes, which I did not like
If I didn't have
that.
if I didn't have work, but at what is it, 2 days ago or something? I don't really. Plus, I take it that you and Xavier have been faring, however you've been faring, without me making dinner on the days they didn't.
Typically
So,
by just eating fishy crackers or not doing anything. Just because I couldn't be bothered for some reason. don't know, it's typically how I've been feeling since I started working. And then when I did have macaroni and cheese one time, my stomach was like not very happy at all. I was like, why did I even bother do that? Just sabotaged myself for the next day of work.
Like after I work, it wants to like, I just want to have like a
Exactly, which I've done once or twice now. And it was like, it was very nice. I was like, I swear, at this point, walking back home from work feels more rewarding than taking the Uber. Not only am I getting exercise, but I could buy something that would be potentially cheaper than the Uber itself. And it's just, I enjoy the walk in some ways. To be fair, getting driven back home is not so bad either, but by a stranger who may or may not want to have an odd conversation or an interesting conversation. Who knows what kind of conversation until it starts.
Have you had any?
Let's see. There was a conversation that was interesting, that became odd and interesting, but kind of odd. With Xavier was there too, where essentially the guy spoke about how he kind of built a house. Though, like I said, it got kind of odd, or just more like, I want to say awkward, but oh well. What else? Nothing else really comes to mind initially, but yeah. But I've been trying to consider how to make this human body more healthy, because I want to build its strength up some more, but that is going to require more research. And obviously it takes time and effort to actually go and sort out those things. I'll potentially become more inclined with cooking than I already was, though after not doing any interesting cooking for quite a, well, what feels like for a while now, I imagine my skills would be a little bit rusty, but not probably too dull. Just need to find time for it, like making chicken, doing all that, setting that all up, that takes time. But the reward is very nice, and I would like to experience it again. I'm sure you would too. I just gotta be able to find the time, or a good way to do it. If I was determined to do that while we live, yeah. If I was determined to do it in this house still, like under these kind of this kind of schedule, I'd probably just make it in the night. Or at least do I pre-prepare it in the night, and then when I wake up, I do the rest of the bit. We could, but I don't want to make you guys do that though. Like I guess that's part of the reason why I haven't bothered to really suggest it. It's occurred to me. I've thought about it. What else? I think there was something else, but I don't remember what it was. But yeah. But pizza, consider it. I mentioned it already, vaguely, I guess, but it'd be a good idea to actually talk about it, considering me and him barely spoke about it. We like had a lesser version of what we just spoke about, almost.
I'm not sure what else to say aside from.
Well, you guys. Well, personally, I'll just put into perspective. I'm up for it. What you guys should discuss is whether or not you're up for it, as in you, or like it's a go. Yes. That's essentially what there is to discuss about it, from my understanding. So yeah. Bye for now. I'm going to actually get started with this damage phase instead of just running around. Time to die, Galrons. Bungie? Why does it not make a sound anymore? make this really annoying for me, aren't you, Bungie? Like, where's Golrog? Oh, why does he take so little damage from his super? Oh no. Oh no, again? Of course, Bungie. Deactivate what I need right when I'm about to... Excuse me? Why did it not activate? Every scam Bungie has up their sleeve. Deactivate the things that he needs. Yes. Like the bell. Wait, why let it work, you know? Why should it work when he's just gonna win if it works? Escape Galron. No. Why should we let him do that? He hurt Galron. Galron should get a chance to hit him back. He had his chance, and he didn't make good enough use of it, hence why I'm still alive. But Bungie, you jumping in to support him. Where's my support? Oh, you think these modifiers are enough of support, huh? Well, the modifiers won't matter if I die because my own abilities isn't working suddenly. How can I make use of the Strand Surge if Strand suddenly cuts off while mid-using it? Okay, so that damage was not great at all. What would be a better alternative? The super is a good idea, I think. The only issue is that killing off those guys, this is a good idea. That's a lot of special ammo! That's exactly what I was looking for wherever he was, but I couldn't find him. Void. Bye-bye, punks. Bungie? Again? How many times am I gonna have scenarios like that in this go? That's gonna be like very, very scary a lot of the time. Oh no. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, great. the wrong guys anyway. That's a shame. Oh. Yeah, it has to be War Beast first. That was very close when it made me lunge for goal run. I almost wanted to scream. A scream of pain and sadness. Of absolute misery and terror. What the? I could have sworn I saw someone wish on your sights. Okay, now Chalice. Okay, that's a bit ridiculous. It took a lot longer for that to kill than I expected. Okay, then. Would I be wielding this just for those guys then? And crowd clearing if I feel it necessary? In which case, then I'll double up on this actually. Yes. And having some more recovery could be useful. I don't need that much resilience with my hunter. Dang it. Those cloths are absolutely absurd. The snipers can see through them just fine. Even with Wish under sights, it's hard to see through them. Well, that looked very amusing. I could use the bathroom though. Arrgh. What punks? They're just about as much punk-like as I recall. Ridiculous. Ridiculous indeed. Alright, I'm back. Seems my brother's gonna come in and join in playing, but not really join me. He's just gonna be playing. I guess it's only a shame because I'll only be playing for so long. Shoot, Connor! Connor? You're probably gonna want to hurry if you want to play at all. Crikey, tomorrow might be a bit more painful than I was expecting. Or I guess today? Night shifts. Oh. Gets kind of weird. Start at a certain time and then you end the next day in the morning. Yeah, I can't use the sidearm, which is only a shame if I decided I wanted to use the sidearm. But that's fine, aside from the fact that the sidearm I would say is very, very powerful. But it's fine because I didn't plan on using it.
Yeah.
I can't use the glaive, but in a sense it's also fine because I wasn't going to use it right now anyways. Unless things start getting really bad, and then I was like, maybe I should try using the glaive. But probably not. Given the scenario, the only thing I can picture the glaive would be great for in this scenario. I mean, it would be good, but I think Galron would put your life in jeopardy if you were wielding that glaive. Like, big time. Either of these exotic glaives wouldn't exactly help you very much. I'd be better off wielding Edge of Concurrence, I think, than either of them. Just like how I would typically have done.
Yeah, because you can kill yourself with a blade. Yeah.
I'll just picture you, like, shooting it, and then he, like, leaps at you.
Forgot about that detail. I was in my mind thinking, why would it be bad? It was like, yeah, because you're gonna kill yourself with it, apparently.
Like, with you being within range of him, all you'd have to do is pull the trigger once, and he'd leap at you, and I think you'd die. With the combination of his damage and your damage, I think you would die. Almost guaranteed. I could use this. Would I be able to survive in melee combat with him for long enough?
I know with a well you can do it, but obviously you're
With a well, I could do
use a well.
this. Heck, with a well, you could... I wonder if you would survive with the glaive, actually.
My
You
first
probably
time
would.
meeting him was with Lament in a well. By myself.
How sad. Just crying in a well.
What do you mean? It was
Just
actually
just
pretty good damage.
just crying in a well.
No.
Lament. You lament in a well? Only sometimes.
Not that bad. Hey, it's like the strongest sword, and you put down a well that increases your damage and makes you unkillable.
I wonder what the catalyst for this does. I don't have the quest finished yet. And somehow it says I've only killed 25 enemies with it, which I find hard to believe. But, maybe this one specifically, yeah. Maybe this is not the original one I got at the beginning. Indeed. Well, instead of just pondering that, I guess I should just get on to trying some more. My concern is the damage I'm going to do to him is so little that it's not going to matter. Actually, do you want to join me?
If you're underpowered, I'm like mega underpowered.
Well, what's your highest power in this moment?
Take a look, see, hold on.
I mean, we can get artifice armor for this. I don't know if you got a full set or not, or anything. Like, if they make it this
There we
sim...
go, that's my highest power. 76. Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
I might not
Ooh,
even be
I don't know if
to
you'll be able to hurt them, actually. Yeah, maybe it's for the better you don't.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, I'm just gonna... yeah.
If you play more than me, you get half that.
I have a new plan, scions. You wanna mess with me? Punk! It didn't really be any more effective, I guess, than what I was already doing, though. Which is the sad part. Oh no. It's him. Huh. What is he fast running for? Did you see that? Like when I died, he was like, you just trampled over my corpse, just like running really fast. As if something booped him and he was just like... Oh no. This Galron guy is pretty weird, you know. I've seen him in the raid, I've seen him here. And he's just still weird, you know. Okay, punk! Why are you right there? Sometimes he's really fast to like come and get you. Like when you start this. Other times he's not. He was very fast that time. I'll have my super again by the end of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with my super. Alright, punks! We all. I don't see anyone over there. Nothing over here. Leave me alone. Wee. Wee. Level up. Ooh, oh, it disappeared. Too bad. Whee. Ooh, there you are. Oh, and it didn't kill him. It didn't unravel him either. Bungie, you... Okay, so I'm just going to tell you, Carl, right now. Yeah, my swing techniques, they were nice. You know what's not nice? How Strand has seemingly been kind of buggy, actually, in here. And only at the, once I got to the encounter. It was fine before I got to the encounter, from what I could tell. But why that guy, he like barrel rolled when he got shot. That guy, okay, he just looked like he got hit by something hard. Maybe they changed the way the Galrons were, because after I pick up their Nightmare Essence, the glaive started looking like it was doing normal glaive damage to the Galrons. And I was like, that's weird. How come it took all 5 shots to kill him from an aggressive glaive? But then when it had the buff, 2 was enough to like kill him and then some more as well. If it felt like it. Oh dear, this is gonna be bad, I think. Oh, not quite yet, punk. Charles and Warbeast. We're going for Warbeast first. So it'd be like this, and then... I don't see the Scions. Standard down. Well, that's weird. I was holding down the shoot button and it just like made me start running at the guy. Oh, this is gonna be bad potentially. Haha, he missed. This is gonna be bad for you now. How nice. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. When I have the buffs, one of those is enough to kill him, it looks like. Okay, time to get out of here. Nope. Just trying to see. Okay, so I do have that equipped. Radio, I'll just let it then. Why did I not pick up the orb? It's like no orb spawned for some reason. Much too close. Oh. Yeah, no, that's weird. Is it just me or is something very odd about them? Until you get their buff. They weren't that hard to kill before. Before that you had the buff. I mean, they weren't easy to kill. Well, actually, they kind of were. Just a little bit, anyway. I think 2 Wish-Ender shots potentially still took them out. Well, I guess this is the harder version of it, but still, why does it only feel like it's applying to some enemies? Goron specifically feels like buffed. But right now, that's like the only one who feels buffed. His dogs? Nope, that will have happened normally, near enough. It may have taken 1 more melee, but I'm not sure. I guess it depends. And again. Can blast you with a flame blaster even when stunned. There you are. Again, Bungie? Trigger the thing. Son. Down here. Dang it, the other one just chose to run off. It looks like they don't have a sound anymore to signify that you've broken them all. Oh, come on, Bungie. You see the kind of weird visual effects that are happening? That's not supposed to happen. I mean, I'm trying to win here, not get scammed. The glaive melee combo is not enough to kill them anymore. It's like nothing is like enough to kill them easily. I guess a shotgun? That's cutting it very close though. A fusion rifle? Maybe, but who wants to do that? Okay, fine. Fine. Maybe a fusion rifle is not a bad idea. But if one like this isn't good enough, then what? I mean, I don't have a lot of confidence in this fusion rifle. It's just an adaptive frame. I have no interest in an adaptive frame fusion rifle. Let's see if you have any merit then. Fusion rifle. Oh wow. Those parts of the weapon almost look like they're glowing. Because even in dark you can see it. That's very nice. I didn't think they were in here, but they were hiding, just like I was telling you guys about. I was going in there for cover. Well, they got me covered already, it seems. Well, isn't that a interesting sound? If I don't use this, the super will definitely not be enough. What's reasonable that I could smack Golrun with? Or perhaps I should just go out and actually do the normal difficulty, because this is definitely... But then I won't have the bonus strength. Actually, almost purely for the heck of seeing the direct comparison, I kind of want to now. Yeah, okay. So, as much as it's going to seem kind of disappointing to have gone in here and do all this just to then leave and go do the normal one. That's exactly what I'm gonna go see about. Yes. I don't need to use the fusion rifle though.
You arrive. Good. Yes.
It's nice looking,
We
but
have
not
only
really.
a brief
Didn't
window of
it didn't really
opportunity.
impress me very much.
The darkness is thick here, coalesced inside this effigy of Emperor Callus. It is tethered to his very mind. I have snared that thread, caught it between my fingers and woven it into a tapestry. One that I can weave you into. Enter Callus's consciousness. Use this opportunity to steal his darkest secrets from him. Now go. Time is of the essence. I will be with you from afar. What you feel may seem like reality, but it is not the one you know. Your mind
Oh,
now
see two
stretches
shots.
across a vast gulf.
So it really was taking into account that I was under power, I guess. Or the bell just takes more shots by default in the harder one, which would be horribly obnoxious.
This is not what I anticipated. The imprint of Callus's consciousness is fractured, straining, as if Callus's mind is at war with itself.
All my history is etched here, from humble beginnings to my rise as
Oh, you guys are even weaker on this one.
ancient tradition of our people.
Callus? No, not Callus, but an echo of him. This is a recollection of a time since past.
My bare conquest is so grand, because I have lived a grand life. One day, my daughter, yours will be just as
Dang it.
majestic.
Boing.
You are
Dang it.
experiencing echoes of Callus's personal
Boing.
torment. Glimpses into his past which may provide insight to the future. I must focus to maintain your connection to this mindscape. From here, you must navigate these memories on your own.
Hello, Mr. Scion. So, Connor, I wonder. Yes. Oh, no. 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 If you're using the hunter, the triple jump is not a good idea for this. After you grapple, after you grapple, you get back your jump for the hunter. If you're using the triple jump, it might not give you back both your jumps. I say it might not because sometimes it did and sometimes it would not. Which leads me to believe it's a bug and not actually intentional.
I believe it wouldn't be that bad to
Yes, it would be that bad to have one of your triple jumps.
normal jump and then grapple and then double jump from there.
I see you've deduced how it seems to commonly happen with the triple jump, just by the way you said that.
Oh, that's a shame.
Because it seems almost that seems to be the case. If you do it that way specifically, what you just described, like without double jumping, then yeah, then it does. Then you do seem to get to keep your double jump after you grapple. But if you double jump beforehand, it seemingly it's like it gets weirded out. It's like no, we gave you back your double jump there. See, look, you got a double jump. It's supposed to be a triple jump. And Bungie's like, did I stutter? You got your double jump back. Aren't you happy? And I'm like, no. So I went to the high jump, which I don't use on any of my classes. And now I do. The reason why I use the high jump though specifically is because it allows me more time in the air from grappling, so I can grapple again, which the strafe jump seems to not do all that well at times. If I found the strafe jump good enough for this, I would probably just keep using it, but this extra height helps just a little bit so I can grapple again after jumping. Like twice in midair essentially, is what I'm aiming for. I already use it with one of my guys. At the very least, it gives you back your full double jump. Magnificent. Who is shooting at me? Goodbye. Wow. So these guys are more peasantly on this difficulty. Hello. Yeah, but he's about as tough as the Golrons were on the hard difficulty. If not faintly weaker.
Is the mighty goal too great a coward to kneel down and take my head from my shoulders? I am as you made me, and I will kill you were it my choice. But it is not. Kaido stayed my blade. Remember that.
Oh, so that was the last enemy. I already bought him.
You were bred to be a sorrow bearer. I seek a hive commander, but those are not so
Ready
readily
to get
available.
buried.
So I've made
Whee! Easy mode! So it is significantly, well, somewhat easier. Huh? Huh? Again, see? Look, all the dogs were back there. This level of hiding needs to end. War beast. Yahoo. Ow. It's Goron time. Poke, 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 poke. See? Dead. Nice and easy. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, poke. Look at those Gorons drop. 1, 2. And he's dead in one shot. He's also dead in one shot. There we go, that's how the jump should be. Able to avoid a target like that. 1, 2, and I'm out of there. Just in time as well. The Golden almost had me. Well, not really. They almost hit me, at least. This is feeling a little too easy by comparison to what I was just doing. And away we go. Okay, this is gonna be annoying. What's the matter? Can't beat my blade? Two. Alright, Goron. Let's see if this super is all that great against it. That's like 3-ish times the damage? Okay, now it's 2-ish times the damage that it was doing on the other time I was attacking into the super. Yeah, not bad damage, I'd say. It could be better, obviously. That's, or I think it's obvious anyway. Oh, you're dead. So are you, and you, and well, I missed it. Bungie, where'd the rest of my damage go? I do not approve, Bungie. Why'd my shots hit his corpse and then get negated by it? I mean, if that was typical properties as how Bungie land here works, then maybe I wouldn't be having an issue with it. But that's not typically how it works. Corpses aren't typically able to just get in the way of entire projectiles like that. Well, it looks like they're exploding for some reason on the normal difficulty, which is interesting. Or maybe I'm just not remembering it correctly. Perhaps they always did that on the normal difficulty for this. Why, Bungie? Oh, now you want to come back, huh? Too bad, Scion. Okay. Instead of keeping that up, let's go for a higher damage setup. So we can win the encounter nicely. I could go with this, or I can go with this and see if they've upped its damage all that much. Yeah. If I use this, it definitely is gonna feel probably quite painful for him. There we go. From a fifth to more than a quarter, I guess, because I took it from a fifth to halfway, roughly. Wow, there's like no end to them. That was getting a little close. He just sidestepped and then he sidesteps again. This freaking massive Cabal guy with a flame like pack on his back. Wearing the 6th coyote, it seems. He's double dodge. Like it's nothing. What a punk. There we go. I have something planned for you two. Chalice. Again with this bungee, mashing the melee. It can combo and chain combos a lot faster than that. So how comes I have to chain? Like how comes I no, how do I chain? How comes I couldn't chain the combos fast? How comes it was getting in my way? This like weird delay between my melees. Feel it in the assist. I don't like that. It's disorientating. I can't even shoot through these cloths, yet the Scion snipers apparently are able to. I think those cloths specifically, though, that they're shooting through, I can as well. It's just ridiculous one way or another, though. Why are there these big, bloody, obnoxious cloths in our way? Oh, great. Why are these big, bloody Cabal in my way? Again with this? To die to something so stupid. I didn't even get to do my setup properly because of how disturbed I was. I'm actually gonna leave. Bungie? Again with delays? How badly do you want to cheese me dead? One, two, three. Oop, nothing. And of course the golems down here are waiting and ready. What kind of psychotic explosives are these? Like, my own bullets can... Oh no. My bullets can break them, or cause them to explode. But one exploding right next to another one isn't apparently enough to set them off. Though I'm pretty sure I've died that way in here before. Just suddenly, it's like, oh, so now you can detonate your cousins over there, huh? What happened before? You were extremely against friendly fire, like a week ago. Except I didn't play this a week ago. Yeah, so it was much longer since I last did this dungeon. You just hanging back here for some bloody reason. Oh dear. Where exactly do you think you're going? Here it goes. 1, 2, 3. We only needed 2 though. Feel that go wrong? Hurts, doesn't it? Ooh, that was close. Even more close is how Bungie's like very consistently trying to scam me, it looks like. Oh dear. Oh no. This is not looking good at all. I barely made it back. Oh, he's on the verge of death, though. Oh, I can't really speed this up any further than I already have gone and tried to do. Why are you guys even in here? That's so infuriatingly weird. Well done. Oh. Yeah, as you can see, it takes my energy to do this. It's ridiculous. I got the thing I want the least from this. It's the most disappointing piece of gear acquirable from this. What? Hold on a moment. Why is it not pinnacle? Is that how comes they justified the difficulty seeing not so hard? Does it have to be the master? Complete this. Oh. Oh. That's a different story. Now that I know that, I know that my being in here, the only merit of me being in here is actually just being able to grind for the weapon I want. Because beating the dungeon is a different story. The last encounter is actually pretty hard to do by yourself. Well, dang it, what did I use all this time for? I guess to discover about master dungeons not being as hard anymore. Like, significantly not as hard as anymore. Because if you were actually on its power, that would probably feel pretty easy. Is the master one for this up too? Does it have modifiers? It does. Oh, yes. And it has overcharged machine guns, which means the machine guns are going to feel great even if you don't use one of these singe or surges. Brilliant. Yes. Absolutely brilliant. Well, I guess next time I play, I should actually power grind. Because as much as I want to grind for the grenade launcher, probably better to handle that a different time. I am going to pause and use the bathroom, or should I just end it actually? I'll pause and figure it out. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm back and I've come up with an idea. If the hard version of duality felt that easy to do while I'm under power, why not give this a whirl? Because I don't need to actually complete it to get the pinnacle. I mean, yeah, it says complete it, but I don't mean that pinnacle. I mean, the dungeon itself is pinnacle right now. And I'm assuming it'll stay that way just because it's the newest dungeon still. I'm also eager to see just how polarized my strength ends up being. What a load of garbage. Not only was it one of these, not something... there's two pieces of gear. Actually, no. There is... I think almost every piece of gear aside from that, I would still like to get more of from there. Yeah. It's a bit ridiculous when you think about it. Oh, that's an interesting title to have. Connor, you might want to get this one. You can be a dream warrior. With your expertise in Kirby games, I think it to be a fitting title. That being said, I also think it would be a horribly obnoxious to try to acquire title. Because it's for the raid, I think. It's the raid title.
Is this the season title? It's like, no. No, it is.
What's the legendary lost sector, though? I didn't check that before it swapped to wherever it's gone. Legs. Wait a minute. Well, actually, somehow these legs are actually working. They're actually working out for me somehow, stat-wise. So perhaps I just leave it be? Yeah. Doing the dungeon on the harder difficulty will grant me the chance of getting, if I get Artifice Armor, at the very least, what I get won't necessarily suck. It could, but it might have some value, other than just being higher power. Oh dear. Well, that's good. They didn't get you. It looked like they were going to get you. Oh, when did I get this? Did I just get this to drop while I was in the... I guess it wasn't a not entirely productive endeavor. I ended up getting something that was actually... could be of use. This is also slightly higher power. But yeah, let's jump right on in to... let's jump right on into this. Harder version. Machine gun, huh? That works out nicely.
An old acquaintance among the hidden tells me that a Seraph complex recently powered on for the first time since the collapse. Shortly thereafter, Vex incursions were reported. Anna flagged the site as a potential pillory bunker. If the Vex gain access to its systems, they'll use it to wrest Rasputin's submine data away from us. It would be catastrophic.
Even higher power. Hmm. You gain bonus to resilience when you have... Wait a minute. Isn't that kind of odd? Collecting an overpower causes you to gain 1 temporary armor charge. Even this would be a temporary armor charge. That's odd. I guess this is... The way it's saying it makes me feel... Makes it seem almost like it's just trying to let you know that you get that just for having that equipped. But... Or... It makes me wonder if it doesn't matter if you had that equipped or not, is what I'm trying to say. Which I did not conveying that very well, but oh well. It's 2 time dilation, 1 buff to solar weapons. Hmm. Okay.
You've landed at the source of the complex's AUG supply. Centuries in Martian rust have done this place no kindness. Our window of opportunity is short. AUG surges destabilize the complex, and Vex are breaching the command matrix. Go.
This will probably be a somewhat long video. Though I don't intend on letting it go for another hour. I suppose we'll have to just see. Wow, that looked like it was doing quite a bit of damage. What if it's just me? Oh, these guys are overloaded. Yeah, when I realized that these guys were overloaded, I was like, this might be a little tougher of a first encounter than I was mentally ready for. If I was using Osteostrega, just like the first time I did the harder version of this dungeon, it would be a lot easier. The Terrible will be able to rip through them once I've readied it properly.
Destabilize the complex, and Vex are breaching the command matrix. Go.
There's a lot of enemies though in this kind of a scenario, and that makes this a bit difficult. I didn't want to do this, but it might not be a bad idea indeed. Oh, great.
You've landed at the source of the complex's AUG supply. Centuries in Martian rust have done this place no kindness. Our window of opportunity is short. AUG surges destabilize the complex, and Vex are breaching the command matrix. Go.
No, this just isn't the way. switching to it was with the hope that I could use the restoration, but it's still as inconvenient as ever. Being able to suspend them will be very important. And now I have to change this again. Nope. Too many just peasantly Vex suddenly. They didn't show up when they could have been useful. Instead they showed up later on when I didn't want them around.
You've landed at the source of the complex's AUG supply.
Well, such is the struggle of my subclasses that don't have things that let them heal. Arc Strider run around punching everyone. Stasis kills drop stasis things I pick up and they're useful for supplementing my health. While Void, I just get Devour, as well as I can turn invisible. Solar. Every way about it makes it really annoying for me to change my setup. Though it's very fun to use solar typically, just not very applicable in an activity that's this hard. Because they can't heal in any way. What the heck? I didn't think the entrance bit would be this hard. But Bungie was kind of rude this time around with this dungeon. Like, this first bit is about as hard as an encounter almost, but not quite. Like a really mini encounter. Actually, dungeons did that. The Wealth dungeon does something kind of like that, but not really. I think this might be the only dungeon that does this. Where they basically force you to do like a pre-encounter. Encounter. What? It didn't look like he had shot me. That was weird. It looked like he went... I guess it looked like he shot, but it looked like he shot the wrong way? I'm confused. Because I didn't see a shot come from me. I just like exploded suddenly. Apparently it was his doing.
Centuries in Martian rust have done this place no kindness. Our window of opportunity is short. Arc surges destabilize the complex, and Vex are breaching the command matrix. Go.
Yeah, sustained fire from this weapon overloads guys. It's not that the ammo itself does it, it's after you shoot it for a bit for some reason, then it does it.
You've landed at the source of the complex's arc supply. Centuries in Martian rust have done this place no kindness. Our window of opportunity is short. Arc surges destabilize the complex, and Vex are breaching the command matrix.
Oh no.
Go.
That is so ridiculous, Bungie. Tries to jump, he uses double jump off of the ground itself. Here we go.
You've landed at the source of the complex's arc supply. Centuries in Martian rust have done this place no kindness. Our window of opportunity is short. Arc surges destabilize the complex, and Vex are breaching the command matrix. Go.
Delayed deployment of troops. How annoying. Okay then. I just got killed by a torch hammer in a way that I'm just thoroughly baffled about. Oh, why? Why was he even shooting there? I wasn't there yet. Or more like, he shouldn't have known that I was there yet. Or was going to be there.
You've landed at the source of the complex.
Like, what kind of timing is that? That's ridiculous.
Centuries in Martian rust have done this place no kindness. Our window of opportunity is short. Arc surges destabilize the complex, and Vex are breaching the command matrix. Go.
Oh, that must be the Sparrow that I keep seeing people blasting off with. Though I think there's another one that does that effect. Oh, you're stopping now. I see. Oh dear. Are you kidding me? Almost half an hour of trying this just for that? I didn't expect this front bit to be this hard. I was like, I could probably handle the first encounter. But then this is annoying. Like, I personally find this door opening sequence at the beginning to be almost harder than the first encounter. I would say harder than the second encounter too, but I don't know about that. It's just the amount of enemies they give you, and in yeah, I find it's the second encounter is not so bad if you can avoid falling off, and keep a mindful watching eye on the boss. If you can do that, and not get killed at damage phase either, like, and actually damage him, then it shouldn't be that bad. I'd recommend your fastest drawing bow. That's what I'd recommend. If you're not confident with your bow aim, what would I recommend doing? Just use bows a lot. Embrace the path of bows. That's what I would recommend. I wonder when they give it a catalyst, if they ever do, I wonder what it would be. I mean, the thing doesn't really need a catalyst.
Yeah, it
I'm
does.
just thinking about it now. I'm like, actually, I remember now why I'm having such an issue
Oh, yeah,
right
the
here. I'm
reason
under
why I
power
was
still.
selling it
Hmm?
causes
Yes.
issues.
I hope. No. That's not what's really causing me an issue right now. What's causing me an issue right now is that I'm still under power. Actually,
Oh, that, yeah.
it's like I'm just remembering. Like, no wonder haven't won yet.
Ooh, nice shader choice.
Oh, well, that actually looks kind of interesting, right?
Yeah, it looks pretty good too.
Then there's this.
I probably will see you tonight, then.
I should probably go to sleep. Otherwise, I won't be able to wake up and eat the pizza. Assuming we end up doing that. As he wakes up. I'm looking forward to pizza. No pizza? Oh, great. I'm just going to grab my bag of goldfish and that'll be my breakfast / dinner. If I go at this more strategically, I can probably win. Oh, shoot. But these are the ones that have the... I was already in line strategically with it. This could survive, this could survive, this could survive. These just have an issue surviving because they don't have any way to stay alive. Woven mail is what Strand has. And Solar has this stupid piece of... the only way to do it. It is the only way for the hunter, unless you're willing to sacrifice, how many? You can't just do this one, because you won't be able to even make them. So you have to have this one, and either this one, or this one. In other words, you need at least 2. All my characters mandatorily have this one and this one. This one to help cause the ignitions in the first place. And because it affects guns that have Scorch, I view it as very necessary in some regards. And then this one because why not? It's amplifying the 2 things that is coolest about this, like the 2 effects it has. This is just so I can make use of my melee and get like nearly infinite melees if I can kill guys with it. That's pretty much the only purpose for it. I don't want to switch to this because this bores me. And this is very fun to use. Very fun and rather useful. But it only has 1 slot. If I used this, I'd have all the room I need. I even equipped them already. But I'll probably end up never using it. Because I have to sacrifice something else that I want. Even if I did have the ability to do to have the flame sprites, it'd end up being like a weirder. It'd be just like stasis for my Solar Hunter, but not quite. It'd be like a harder to use stasis one that, or a harder to use solar version of it, because not every stasis kill is going to cause those to happen, and only if they're affected by Scorch, and not everything solar does Scorch. The stasis, it would either slow them or it would freeze them. I think everything stasis did that. Everything stasis that comes to mind anyway. This has no way to cause the flame sprites, and the flame sprites are kind of boring themselves. When I saw the name, I was hoping it would move around, but it doesn't. It's just a thing that sits there. I mean, they look interesting, but that's about it. I can't even make use of it with my other classes. That's how obnoxious it is to try to set that up. This is too valuable to me, and this is too valuable to me. If they reduce their value, that doesn't fix the issue. That just makes my subclasses even worse. Because they'll still, unless these flat out become completely useless, there'll always be a place for these with me. Making them useless wouldn't help. It would cause a different issue. That would be arguably worse than this. Yeah, it would be worse than the scenario that I have right now. And as I was saying for Strand, this isn't good enough. Let's just, well, it says greatly reducing any incoming non-precision damage. Makes me wonder just how potent it really is. And what does this exotic say it does for me? Increases flinch resistance while woven mail is active. Why not increase my grenade recharge rate? You think I care about flinch resistance? While I'm out in the field? Flinch resistance. The best thing about this is that it gives you woven mail. And I guess it looks interesting. Though I can't quite say that its appearance makes any sense that it gives you woven mail for... theme-wise, it looks like it has something to do with, I'll put it... Visually, it could have been an ornament for this, if you ask me. But it's like it's making not very much use of these. It's like these are just for, I guess, to help you maneuver. It doesn't help you maneuver when you're using your grapple. The name for it doesn't even fit this really. You gain woven mail. Acrobat's focus lets you put on a special armor while being acrobatic specifically. How odd. Don't think it works in the super either, which is kind of weird, considering you can grapple on your super. So survivability is at a low for this subclass, aside from how you can sever them and you can get extreme defense, apparently. Though to do so, you have to sacrifice some of your resilience, which is just kind of ridiculous. It might be more worth it than I'm giving it credit for, though. Well, I can't get rid of this. Well, I could. but I don't want to. This one's useful. This one I can't get rid of by my views. This one is important. Who can't sever them? The Titan can sever them with his melee. The Warlock is incapable of severing, I think. Just like how they're incapable of suspending targets without help from their grenade. Like if the creates tangles on final blows, if that like didn't have a cooldown, which I'm assuming it does, like I'm almost 100% confident that it has a cooldown, or more like will still have a cooldown for when I'm using this, then it would be pretty useful, I'd say. But no, probably no. Just whenever I have woven mail, final blows as a they'll just create. It says weapon final blows specifically. Okay. And for the Warlock, the only way to suspend targets would be to use this grenade. Which I don't like, that idea. Okay, I guess let's try something. What's this? Oh. And then this. Because I'm curious as to if maybe it doesn't have a cooldown.
You've landed at the source of the complex's arc supply. Centuries in Martian rust have done this place no kindness. Our window of opportunity is short. Arc surges destabilize the complex, and Vex are breaching the command matrix. Go.
Assuming I get to see the results of this test in this one go, afterwards I'll stop. Yeah, it has a cooldown. Nope. Nowhere where you can make progress appears to be safe in this arena. Aside from I guess the circuit that was starting for that building, where it starts is safe.
You've landed at the source of the complex's
And then
arc supply.
underground, where you start one of the other
Centuries
ones,
in Martian
is
rust
safe.
have done this place no kindness. Our
Oh,
window
I
of
suppose that's it for
opportunity
this
is
play
short.
session. It was
Arc
3
surges
hours and more than
destabilize
a
the
half.
complex, and Vex are breaching the command
Got to see
matrix.
things that I didn't know about,
No.
but aside from that, didn't really make any progress today, unfortunately. Oh well, suppose you can't win every time. I've gotta go! So yeah, as usual, it's been me, Fuzz. Well, maybe not as usual. Like I said, I didn't really make much progress this time. That seems in some ways usual, just not the progress part. Anyway, if you want to see me again, you should join next time. Yeah. Yeah. Bye-bye. Oh.